Righto, we're underway. Welcome back, everyone. Man Cave United. Everyone's back home now. Obviously, Melbourne done and dusted. We got Perth, first game tonight. Manchester United, Aston Villa. With us, I got Adam in his makeshift man cave. And all the way from Bis Vegas, we got Dean Garden again.
Mate, he's been sticking to get back to the pod, dude. He's been loving it. Can I get on?
He loves
Can I
it,
get
mate.
on?
He loves it.
Wait till you get my bill. Wait till you get my bill.
What's going on, Dino?
Oh, not much, mate. Just coming back to the sunny Gold Coast, Melbourne was a bit cold, but we survived it. And how good was it, boys?
It was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend. It was 2 weeks of heaven, and then we get home and we're back into work, and I know where I'd rather be. Let me tell you, I went back to work yesterday for the first day. I was working with the big dog, my boss, and Matty. As much as he's a top bloke, fuck, I just didn't want to be there. I tell you, I wanted to be in Perth, and he knew that too.
I think the sooner United leave the country, I think the better it is for everyone. Just so we don't have those withdrawals. Dino, so you spent a good solid week in Melbourne. Obviously, went to both games as well. What was your greatest takeaway from Melbourne, man? You've been on a couple of tours before too. So, what was the difference between this one compared to the others? And give me your highs and your lows for Melbourne.
I think the highs is just seeing all the Reds from all over Australia. It's hard to catch up with everyone all the time because the country's so big. But it's just good to see other Reds from all other states and people that travelled from overseas. We had a guy from New Caledonia, we had guys from India, guys from Manchester. Just all over the place, and it's just amazing hearing everyone's stories about why they follow United and just the banter we have with each other.
I saw the New Caledonia guy. I thought you were taking the piss after the game. New Caledonia.
Is he the big fella?
Gets the flag out.
Is he the big guy?
No, not too big.
No.
Who's the other guy? There's another big guy, blonde hair. He looked like a unit, German or something.
There was Malcolm Dunn there from Manchester. He follows him everywhere. Malcolm,
he's got no hair, bro.
But he's got no hair.
There's a guy that looked like Ivan Drago. There's a photo of you, Dino. You got a photo with him.
Oh, Alex. Was that Alex from Adelaide?
Alex. No.
Alex from Adelaide, yeah.
Oh, he's from Adelaide.
Alex is from Adelaide, yeah. Absolute machine. DJ. DJ Alex.
He's a good
mate.
DJ. Yeah, good DJ.
Mate, I saw Ivan Drago straight away.
We'll tag Alex in this. You'll love it.
Yeah. No, the more the merrier, man. We've got to get some more followers, especially from Adelaide. Lonely place I hear over there. So tonight, boys, who are we playing against?
Villa.
Aston Villa. Yeah. It's our United's final preseason friendly in Australia before they head over to Oslo. I think they're stopping in Manchester first, from what Erik ten Hag was saying in the press conference. And I think that gives the opportunity for a couple of new signings to join up with the squad. And then they'll head over to Oslo for the preseason there. So tonight's the last one down here. Aston Villa, what are we expecting?
Yeah, I don't think there'll be, well, from our perspective, from United's perspective, I don't think there'll be too many changes. I think Erik ten Hag will start with another strong side, and and I believe that United will come out firing again. So look, after it's been all talk all week about Harry getting booed and stuff like that, but to Erik ten Hag's credit, again, he's just come out and said, well, Harry Maguire can beat his critics by playing well. So he just brushed it straight under the table, which is very professional of him. And Harry should come into these games confident, because it was only a bunch of drop kicks over in the stadium, or the Crystal Palace supporters that were actually doing it. So where we were, Dino, we certainly weren't saying it, well, singing it, that's for sure. Because I tell you what, when I got home over the last couple of days, I'm still singing Harry Maguire's got a big head. I can't get it out of my head.
Dino, what are you expecting from this match over in Perth?
I think pretty much the same as the last game, to be honest. I reckon it would start the same 11 as start of that game. And But on a personal note, I'd actually like to see Ethan Laird go into that first team and see how he plays with the other first teamers. Like, you know, he had a good loan spell last year, and I think like Dallo's had a really good preseason. So I wouldn't mind seeing Ethan Laird have a crack, because I don't think we'll see one much this season if he's still here.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Yeah. I don't think
he hasn't had a run, has he? Wan-Bissaka. So, well, he's had a little bit of a run, but
he had a little bit,
not much. But I'm surprised there's actually a couple of fellas that haven't had a run. Like even Garnacho, he has the. Oh fuck! I just bit my tongue. Talking too much. We haven't seen Garnacho play at all at the moment, which is a little disappointing. I don't think there's too many others besides Wan-Bissaka's only had a little bit of minutes. Who else?
I think Hannibal played up top though.
Hannibal?
That's the only disappointing thing. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it'd be preferred to play his position. So
Yeah, well, we did speak about that, didn't we? While we're at the ground, it was surprising that Hannibal was playing that position.
yeah.
And it would have been, well, Garnacho's mainly a left winger, isn't he? And it's funny seeing him on the warm down. He doesn't look that quick on the warm down, does he? When he's
Are you quick on your warm downs?
No, but this is a professional team we're talking about here. Yeah, he's not real keen to get moving.
There's a few players obviously that haven't made an appearance yet this preseason. We've got a lot of talk happening that the first 11 that he puts out seems to be his strongest 11, and there's a lot of talk around the front three, obviously with, you know, including you add Bruno into the mix, make it the top four. Do you see that top four changing at all, and do you think there's going to be room for Christian Eriksen to push out one of the midfielders and make one of the positions his own, like his own starting position?
Mate, it's mate, those four have been playing well, haven't they? They've been playing really well, and it's a good headache for Erik ten Hag to have. Who's he going to put in there? You think Eriksen would join up with the team to go to Oslo and get some minutes under his belt, but who's he going to push out? Is he going to push out Bruno? I don't know. Yeah, you would think he'd be getting. Eh?
You drop one of the McFred combo.
Yeah,
he'll play with Bruno.
Yeah, he'll play with Bruno.
I'd say
he'll definitely play with Bruno.
Yeah,
play the one pivot.
Yeah,
hold on, let me get your other coin, brother.
Yes, I would think. Look, I didn't watch. Did you guys get any highlights of the Aston Villa Leeds game? I didn't see it. I know there was a 1-0 was up your way, Dina.
Yeah, no, I don't watch that sort of rubbish, Adam.
No, either do I. So well, from what I've read, Steven Gerrard put in a strong side. So you would think Gerrard will put out his same 11, I suppose. I'm expecting United to win this well. Their confidence at the moment is really high. So it's more probably for United at the moment. It's their start, the start to the game, because they have been under the pump. Well, even against Victory, they were under the pump a little bit, and Liverpool was the same, and Crystal Palace was the same. But then, as soon as they get into their rhythm, they're well and truly on their way. Yeah.
Give me a minute, boys.
So this pod, Dino. So as fathers, well, so my daughter, she's somewhere. Alyssa, she was at football all today. Yeah. Kira's at work.
Mate, you've just had 2 weeks with your daughters, mate. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Why Emad's showing us how wonderful a father he is? Congratulations on, well, it's not the birth yet. To you and your wife, you're going to be having another. You absolute madman.
This one, I'm willing to put this one out on loan. He's ready to go out on loan along with his brother.
Sorry, mate.
The boy.
Duno's probably got a...
Adam will take it.
No chance. I've just got my life back.
I got a 1-year loan offer, option to buy, mate. Ready to go.
Who's the offer from? Who's the offer from? The grandmother?
No, I won't send him there. Sack that. Depends which one. I won't send them to neither of them anyway. All right, so yeah, these headaches are coming thick and fast for Erik ten Hag in terms of the squad that he has at the moment. Obviously, you know, a lot of players are putting up their first impressions towards a new manager, trying to convince him that they should be in these starting positions. And obviously, everyone's got something to prove. I always feel like, especially at the end of last season, but that being our worst ever Premier League season in the club's history, this year there's a handful of players who have a lot to prove. You know, for me, their United careers are on the line. Like, I'll give you an example. For me, the likes of Harry Maguire and Rashford, I think their United careers are going to hang on the balance of this season. They need big seasons this year. Like, who else can there be? I think, you know, Bruno obviously needs to step up. Luke Shaw, his career hangs in the balance at United, I think, as well. He needs a big season. Is there anyone else you think that falls into that category?
It'll be interesting, like for like this game tonight too, because like you got the likes of Coutinho in the midfield there, so everyone forgets he's there, and he certainly caused us trouble last season. So he'll want to have a good game tonight, that's for sure. So it'll be very, very interesting competition in that midfield. So,
It'll be good. It'd be good if you answered the question I asked you.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for Dino to jump in.
To be fair, like the talk the last week is that, you know, like De Gea's under a bit of pressure with his, you know, receiving the ball with his feet, passing it out, and all that sort of stuff. So I know he's been our best player the last bloody 10 years, but you know, maybe there's a bit of pressure on him to perform.
Yeah, I can say. But do you think with Henderson going out on loan, who's going to push him? Tom Heaton?
No, I just think, you know, there's still time in the transfer window. You don't know what can happen. But
well, they will have to go and get
someone.
Out. I think that you're right, Dino. I think they will have to go and get someone.
Yeah,
I think they 100%. Will. Because
and we need a striker too. Like, you know, if we're relying on Martial and, you know, Ronaldo if he's coming back, you know, like we still need someone else. Like we're playing these silly Europa League games and stuff like that. We need a big squad. Plain and simple.
Yeah. I think you're right, 100% on De Gea. Because Tom Heaton, I don't think Heaton's going to be next in line to come in.
No.
He'd be well pissed off, I'll tell you. But if he doesn't get the call up,
I think he sort of realizes, you know, he's just there to take part, sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he would have a problem with a youngster.
I don't think he'd have an issue either.
Yeah,
not at that stage of his career.
Well, that was the question I posed to him, wasn't it? I said to him, how do you take it on board being the second goalkeeper? How do you get over that kind of stuff? And he said, probably at this stage of my career, I'm happy. I've moved away. I'm happy to accept it. So it will be very interesting to see who we do get as a goalkeeper. So yeah, so we've still got to make a few buys.
I think so.
100%.
That striker position also, you mentioned Dino. Where do you boys stand on the whole Ronaldo situation?
Honestly, for me, he can go. I don't really care whether he's there or not. I see our team playing better football without him. And it was like that before he came in. So the team's going to revolve around the team. It's not going to revolve around one player. So yeah, it doesn't bother me whether he's there or not. Is he happy to sit on the bench? That's up to him.
I reckon he'll be in Oslo, to be honest. You know, might be a bit controversial, but to come to Australia, you need to be vaccinated, and no one knows his vaccination status, so maybe he's not vaccinated.
Good on you, Ronaldo.
Yeah, well, Dino, I actually thought about that. Yeah, he's probably not had the double jab, and he probably wouldn't be allowed into Australia, and we probably didn't want another Novak Djokovic episode here in Melbourne, and that's probably the reason why he's not here. So, and that hasn't been mentioned at all in the media. No. So Roffy, why don't you write that in your column, mate? Hey? Peter
Adam,
Roth.
you gotta let that go, mate. You gotta let that go.
Look, if that's the reason
Let-
why he's not here, then he can stay as long as he wants at the club, mate. What a champion!
I just in all honesty, who would want Ronaldo, and does he even have options?
No, he doesn't. Look.
He's not going to go to Atletico Madrid. He's just not going to do that.
Yeah, you got to ask serious questions, right? You're the greatest player of all time, and your agent is shopping you around. It says a lot. It says
100%.
a lot. And you're at the stage of your career. You're 30, turning 38. Yeah, your marketability is attractive to a football club, but what else is there? You know what I mean? Like these teams
honestly,
go on.
Honestly, I think he'll be at United to the World Cup. After the World Cup, he'll probably move to America or something. I honestly see him only at United till the World Cup, and then he'll be gone. That's why I'm saying we need another striker now to bring him into the squad now instead of waiting till the World Cup and that. We need someone now. Not the most expensive player in the world. We just need a 26, 27-year-old who knows how to play football and has had Premier League.
We'll go get Ibrahimovic again.
Yep. I want that Italian striker, Samaka, whatever his name is. Apparently his name's been shopped around a bit. West Ham in talks. What do you want, brother? What's wrong?
It's because we're talking about Ronaldo.
Yeah,
I've just taught him how to do the Sue, and now he's heard Ronaldo's leaving.
Yeah.
Right,
boys, what else do you think we need to strengthen in the transfer window? What other areas?
What's
New
that?
Fans.
New fans. Oh yeah. Fuck! It was
New
embarrassing.
stadium.
It was
Getting back
embarrassing.
on the whole.
I want another right back. We need another right back.
Yeah.
Personally.
Just touching on the booing of Harry Maguire, if you're actually at the game, so there was probably about 15 pitch invaders at the end of the match.
Yeah.
2 of them wearing City shirts. That just sums you up. The headline might say United fans boo Harry, but headlines are headlines. They're far from the truth. And where we were sitting, there was not one United fan that was booing. So, people asked me who was booing. There was all football fans there, like England, City, Liverpool, all football fans. So the headline reads United fans boo Harry. It's just
I was talking
clickbait,
with one of the boys, and he told me a lot of the fans that were booing in his section were wearing Chelsea shirts.
Yeah.
Well, mate, we had a guy.
But that doesn't sell headline. That doesn't sell papers.
Yeah, of course it doesn't. Of course
we had a guy sitting in our end, in the United end, with a Liverpool jersey on. He's lucky to get out alive. And scarf. He was lucky to get out alive. Shano, well, you know how Shano, he grew up around Old Trafford and stuff like that. He was ready to kill him. To
be fair, he was a big boy though.
Yeah. And we're telling the security guy, telling him, are you going to let this get out of hand? Are you going to let this get out of hand? You have no idea what's about to happen. Yeah. It was unbelievable.
Bringing the hooligans down to Melbourne now.
Oh, yeah. Mate. Crazy.
You New South Wales people are a bit crazy, so.
Mate, we run the country, mate.
I was very sensible.
Well, you got to turn up first.
I was there, bro. I've got pictures to prove it. I photoshopped myself in all of them. Don't worry.
In a Chelsea shirt, or
definitely wasn't me, mate.
All right, let's talking about shirts. Let's get this. I've got the United home kit.
Take control of this pod, will you?
All right, let's talk. Oh, there we go. I've got the United home kit here, long sleeve, authentic. Let me unveil it. I haven't opened it yet, so as you can see, it arrived last
from China.
No, I don't think they're made in China, are they? No,
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Taiwan, is it?
They're in Vietnam, made in Vietnam.
Oh, Vietnam,
yeah. Look at this. Long sleeve, authentic, bloody very nice. You actually can't. I don't know if you can see it, but
did they spell Manchester right?
Manchester United. Yes. So there's the long sleeve from United Direct.
Nice.
And long sleeve United Direct, and you can actually see. I call it rope. It looks like rope going down the jersey. Looks like rope going down the jersey. Oh, hey, there you go. You can see it there in that type of light. Yeah, it's like a scale. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very light jersey. The collar is absolutely brilliant. Love the collar. Love
What name set are you putting on it?
What name set? I will probably work that out during the season. What name set we'll put on the back? I don't know yet.
All right.
Don't know.
Speaking of name sets, and this will give, because I know what Adam's going to do. There has to be a moment, something like amazing has to happen. It has to be like a wonder goal or a comeback victory, and then he'll choose his name set from there. Okay, so obviously someone has to produce that. Who do you think is going to be the standout player for United this season, just with the squad that we have now? Like, who do you think? Like, I think we're going to expect a big season. We're going to get a big season out of this player.
I think we're going. For me, I think from what I've seen in the preseason, I think we're going to get a. Huh?
Go on.
I'm not going to say Martial. No. Sancho. Yeah. I really believe we're going to get a good season out of him.
So do I.
I'm loving him taking on players 1v1. I just love that. I always talk about that, having the wingers take on players and get in behind the defence and stuff like that. And it seems to be our game plan is to drag the defence in, create a lot of space in behind, and switch that ball across and give players like Sancho and Rashford that time down. And it's good to see Rashford playing back on the left-hand side and being confident. I mean, on Friday, when was the game? The game was Tuesday, wasn't it? I thought he was actually quiet. I actually forgot he was playing on Tuesday, Rashford. But Sancho, he was very good. He was excellent again. He hasn't had a bad game on tour yet, I don't believe. Yeah, for you, Dino.
I'm going to say Martial, 20-plus goals this season, boys.
Wow.
Dino, I would love to see that.
He will score more goals and he will smile. I guarantee you that.
I think he's already hit his quota for smiles this year already.
You know what? Like, just, I think he's one of those players, if he's like, he scored, 3 in 3 games. Like, if he keeps that roll on, he's that sort of player, It's when he goes 5-6 games without a goal, he just sort of gets down the dump, slumps around, But when the team's successful, I reckon, he could, he's got the skill to finish those goals, So, yeah, 20-plus goals, you heard it here first.
I think between the three of them up front there, honestly, and I know Greenwood as an individual, his talent was amazing. But I do think this front three could be more deadly than what it was a couple of seasons ago with Greenwood. And I think Sancho, Martial, and Rashford, the three of them, mate, there's no reason why they can't all be as a front three, the highest goal scoring front three, combination in the league.
Don't forget you got Christian Eriksen coming in too, who can ping a ball wherever he wants, and if the rumors are true and Frankie does finally make it, you got Bruno, Frankie, and Christian Eriksen. That they've got no excuse with not getting the right pass.
Oh, mate. This is why I was saying, I was on the pod the other night with Tom, and I said, this season under Eric Ten Hag feels different. And I know we've said it under different managers before. It feels different. I genuinely believe there's something different about this upcoming season. Like, for me, for the players as well, there's no more excuses. There's no more, obviously they threw Ollie under the bus. They threw Ralph under the bus. I think now they know this manager, he's the permanent manager. If they go mucking around, the manager's not getting sacked. They are. That's the way I feel.
I think it is different because, we've done our transfer business fairly early, we're not waiting till the last week to steal all these players, we have got some good players in already, and it's really only one that's dragging out. So, I reckon Ten Hag's got the players that he actually wants, and not what the board want.
Yeah, 100% agree. That's why I'm saying this season, that's it. The players, no more excuses. You either got to put up or shut up.
Yeah.
So The performances have to be there, and I just feel like if you're not gonna march to the beat of his drum, man, you're gone. No more half an hour pressing against Palace and then game over.
Yeah.
You're pressing for the 90 minutes or for as long as the boss wants you to do it. So I don't see why our attacking options, our attacking threats can't just bag goals for fun this year.
But I was even saying to Adam, like, I know they're only preseason matches, but like our midfield looks so much better with Zidane and Charlie Savage in there than what Fred and McTominay do. You know, like I don't know if they just don't work well together, like maybe one with another guy or whatever, but they just don't seem to have a threat when those two are in midfield. But he brings Zidane on, who just looks like he belongs with the ball, you know what I mean? Like, and Charlie Savage is a baller, so I know. I reckon Fred, like,
the thing with Charlie Savage is he's willing to get. He's that number 6 that goes from, well, instead of saying box to box, from sideline to sideline, he's that player that comes looking for the ball and he wants the ball. And the thing with Zidane, even though he's your boy right now and you're loving him so much, Dino, what do you call it? He wants to run at you with pace. He wants to run at you with pace. And if he's got players backpedaling, mate, he's going to eat you alive. And Dino, I'm with you. I would love to see those boys maybe in an. I'm sure they're not going to start, but I would love to see them in an FA Cup game or
but you look at James
Carabao
Garner
Cup
too.
game.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about
there.
James Garner.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's it.
So I think Fred and McTominay are under immense pressure, especially at the start of the season.
That word you said there, Dean, spot on, bro. Pressure. I think why we're seeing the performances of Zidane and Charlie Savage, they're obviously shining on this preseason tour. There's no pressure on these boys.
Yeah.
They know they're still young and they have to, earn their spot. There's no pressure on them to perform. The pressure's on McTominay and Fred. The pressure's on the likes of Bruno. Obviously Eriksen, an established player anyway. But these players who have a name for themselves, they're the ones that are going to be feeling the pressure. Charlie Savage, Zidane, Iqbal, who else is Ethan Laird. There's no pressure. James Garner. I know he's had a knock already in preseason, so that's why we haven't seen him yet. But there's no pressure on these guys. The pressure is there's no pressure to take a spot. The pressure is to keep a spot.
Well, you look at like Ahmad Diallo, like we paid 30 million for him.
Yeah,
how much was
Palestri was like 16. Like, that's a world-class midfielder with those two players. And they're young players, like, and
you got to go back to who bought them. Were they you know what I mean? Ollie signings, board signings, we don't know.
Well, I think your Falcaos and all those sort of types of players are board, driven because of the money that they bring in. Like the Snake Di Maria and all that. That you can tell they're board people. Like
the celebrity.
Like let's be honest. Like they sell their shirts and they make their money back in probably a few weeks.
Yeah, Adam already bought it.
No, but I haven't got a name on the back though.
But you look at Ahmad, like, do you ever see him breaking into this team? Because I don't.
No, I don't, Dino. I really don't.
He struggled to break into the Rangers team.
But not even that. Like, what type of player is he? He's not a striker. And when he goes out wide, he seems to just always cut back in. Like, he's not a proper winger or anything like that. And you've got Rashford, Sancho, and the likes who are still young. So, and you're not going to get close to 30 million for him.
No.
It's just, we complain about spending money in that, but we actually do spend money. It's just not the right targets.
Yeah, and it's not the right amount. Same as and I don't want to say we should sell him now, even though I don't think, obviously this season is going to be big for him, but even the purchase price of Harry Maguire, if we were ever to sell him, we're not going to get close to 85 million for him.
But I don't think we ever brought him to then sell him. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree. I'm just getting hypothetical. Yeah. Just throw that out there. I've found the behaviour of our board over the last few years, we're not a good selling club. Yes, okay, we made, I think, a bit of money on Lukaku, but that was about it. But in terms of selling, we're very bad at selling players.
we don't sell players.
That's right, exactly. That's why we're bad at it. We're paying overs. We're paying overs for everyone because of the United tax.
Yeah.
And then when we do try to offload these players, we can't even get them to go out on loan because
their wages are too big.
That's right, exactly.
You know, Martinez just signed and he's getting 120K a week. You know, when you got players like Phil Jones and Eric Bailly and all those type of players on way more, you know, it's just we can't offload them. And that's why their contracts run down and they go for free.
I think it's going to have to be it'll have to be a process that we just have to accept for a while until their contracts do run out.
Can I just wish all the best to the Forest fans? You know, they've signed a media guy who's he's getting paid 5 times more than any other player in his squad. I hope he has a good season because, you know,
they bought
it's make or break for him.
They bought a TikToker, a choreographer.
Well, no, it's been shocking over the last couple of days with him, hasn't it? I actually unfollowed him.
They already want him released. The Nottingham Forest fans already want him released from the contract.
Mate, because I stopped following him about 2 years ago.
He called them Notts Forest instead of Nottingham Forest.
I'm surprised he's not playing in the Forest.
He's done himself no favours, honestly, that bloke.
Yeah.
No. To be fair, though, I do think, like, when he was at West Ham, he wanted to go and we didn't allow him to. So
we should have let him.
You know, like, yeah.
It's just gone downhill from there, I think.
Yeah. And his brother's been piping up, which doesn't help. So
yeah. So the likes of him and Pogba, I'm so glad like they're out of the club.
You know, like we're talking about what about Chelsea? They signed Lukaku for that much money. Didn't even play last year, like, and now he's gone back on loan to where he came from. It's just it's crazy world, man. Crazy world.
2 months into his return at Chelsea, and he was already whinging about going back to Inter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's crazy.
I can't wait for this season to start. We're a couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
It's almost match day 1. Can't believe it how quick it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, it is match day today.
It's match day today for us here in Australia, obviously, and United fans around the world. I don't know what time it kicks off for you guys, wherever you are, but I think, what do we say here?
I think it's 9. It must be around 9:30 here. 9:45.
No, I think 7:30 or so. It's 5:30.
Local time was 19:45. So
was it?
Yeah. So
that's glad we did our research.
No, I did. I've got it up here.
As the boys try and figure out what kickoff time we've got in each state we live in, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Whatever videos you have watched so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget we've got to thank Ian's.
Yes,
true. Give the shout out to
shout out to what's her name? Susie. Is it Susie on the bottom?
Let me have a Susie Mac Creations.
Susie Mac Creations from Perth in Western Australia. She's made us a couple of mugs there with our logo on it. A couple of mugs for a couple of mugs.
I want to thank Ian. That was a great gesture, mate.
Our mate Ian flew over from Perth for the Melbourne leg of the tour, and he's presented them to us over there. Man, I can't thank you guys enough. I've had the coffee in them every single day I've been back. So it's amazing.
Someone's written 5:45 Perth time.
Well, there you go. So that'll be.
So that's 7:45.
Yeah, 7:45 for us.
Oh, okay. It did say local time. I don't know. So what time?
I'm going off Facebook, so it's not confirmed. You know.
Yeah.
If it's on Facebook, it's true.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I've got here up here.
Actually, someone named Ralph wrote that.
Yeah. I've got here. Saturday, July 23, time 19:45 local, 10:45 BST, Optus Stadium.
There you go.
Everyone just turn your TVs on.
That's Sporting News, and that's from Kieran. That's from Kieran Francis.
Just put it on Channel 10 now, please, just so no one misses it.
Actually, I'll quickly look if you want. Hang on.
Well, you've literally got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes 12.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
My arms are killing
me. This is how we do it on the Man Cave. This is how we do it. One sec.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, get your wife on. I want to congratulate her.
No, she's not allowed.
I can't even find it.
That's what Imad's wife said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until she found out she was pregnant.
Hang on, try one more and then. So
I looked at 10 bold and I couldn't find it.
Manchester United versus Aston Villa starts at 7 p.m. on my TV.
So kickoff will be 7:45. That's been established. Thank you, everyone. Let's not argue over kickoffs. All right.
Good on you, Dino. It's good to have you on.
Clutch.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
It's the last time you'll ever be on with that attitude.
We'll be getting Dino on more. He's loving the celebrity status after the tour. So he'll be on more, Dino. So everyone,
checks in the mail, boys. Checks in the mail.
What do we say, Dino? Like, share, subscribe, and we'll have Dean Sport Garden back on.
You can have his own channel, Dean Sport.
Dean Sport. Yeah. Dean Sport.
All right, guys. Thanks everyone for watching.
Oh, mate.
Catch you on the next one.
See you, boys. Drink to Dino.
So professional, lads.